I stayed at the Hôtel Atlantis recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at Chouette Hotel, the check-in was super smooth, and the staff were really friendly, which set a positive vibe right off the bat. They even let us drop our bags since we got there early, which was a lifesaver. The tiny elevator was a bit of a laugh though. It felt like a game trying to fit in with our luggage, but hey, it added to the Parisian charm. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room at Hôtel Atlantis was cozy and had that classic French vibe, which I really appreciated. I loved that it was clean and had a nice view of the church, but I have to admit, the bathroom felt a bit outdated. The amenities were solid though, with a minibar and free Wi-Fi, making it a comfortable spot to unwind after a day of exploring Paris. Location and surroundings. The location of Hôtel Atlantis is absolutely fantastic. I loved being just steps away from the stunning St. Sulpice Church and surrounded by charming streets filled with cafes and shops. Plus, with the St. Sulpice metro station so close, it was super easy to hop on and explore all the iconic sights of Paris, like the Luxembourg Gardens, which were just a short walk away. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food, I really enjoyed the continental breakfast at Hôtel Atlantis. Each morning, I would head down to the cozy breakfast room where I could grab a croissant and sip on some coffee while catching up on the news. It was a simple spread, but everything was fresh and satisfying, setting me up perfectly for a day of exploring Paris. I loved that it had this laid-back vibe, and the staff always served with a smile. Even though the breakfast wasn't a buffet, I found it to be just the right amount to start my day. Plus, with so many fantastic cafes nearby, I felt like I had the best of both worlds. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like stepping into a cozy little Parisian dream. The moment I walked in, I was greeted by the friendly staff who made me feel right at home. The location is unbeatable, just a stone's throw from the stunning St. Sulpice Church and all the charming cafes and shops in the area. My room, while on the small side, typical for Paris, was clean and had this lovely classical French vibe that made it feel special. I especially loved the view of the church from my window. It was like having a piece of Paris right outside my door. The hotel's lounge bar, with its glass ceiling, was the perfect spot to unwind after a day of exploring. I enjoyed a leisurely continental breakfast each morning, sipping coffee while flipping through the provided newspapers. Sure, the elevator is the tiniest I've ever seen. Definitely a one-person and a suitcase kind of deal, but I took it as a fun little challenge. Plus, the spiral staircase offered a great way to burn off those croissants. Overall, my stay was a charming mix of comfort and classic Parisian flair, making me want to return for another adventure in this beautiful city. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Amazing location. I mean, come on. Being right in the heart of Paris, just steps away from St. Sulpice Church and close to major attractions, it's perfect for exploring the city on foot. Friendly staff. The staff were super welcoming and helpful, making my stay feel even better. They really added to the overall experience. Clean and comfortable rooms. My room was clean and had everything I needed. Plus, the classical French decor really set the mood for my Parisian getaway. Good value for money. Considering the prime location and the amenities, I felt like I got a solid deal for my stay. It's hard to find that balance in Paris. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. Tiny elevator. Seriously, the lift was the smallest I've ever seen. It was a bit nerve-wracking using it, especially with luggage. I ended up taking the stairs more often than not. My overall rating for this hotel would be 8.2. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, I totally would. The location is unbeatable, right in the heart of Paris, making it super easy to explore the city. Sure, the lift is tiny and the rooms are a bit snug, but the friendly staff and cozy vibe definitely make up for it. Plus, I loved having a little balcony to enjoy the Parisian atmosphere. Overall, it was a solid choice for a memorable trip. And thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description. so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.